Hi everybody! In this video I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful floral arrangement and vase. And half of the things I used for this project I actually found at the dollar store. Let's get started! For this project I will be using a gift box like this one. I won't be using the cover, but this one I found at the Dollar Tree. And it's from a set of nesting boxes, but this is actually the largest one. I'll be using a floral cube like this one, and I also found this at the Dollar Tree. 4 square mirrors like this. And these I also found at the Dollar Tree. And then you can either use E6000, which is this type of glue and it's very strong, or you can use hot glue, which is what I'll be using. So the first thing I'll do is put aside the cover of the box. I do not need that. And then what I'll do is take my mirror and I peeled off the sticker that was on the back of it because I don't need that either. But these 4 little circular pieces of film I'll actually be leaving on because I need the thickness of them. So what I'll do is hot glue this onto the side like this. So I'll take my hot glue and I'll place it directly onto my box. And I'm going to zigzag it back and forth. And I'll work as fast as I can because I don't have much time with hot glue. So if you're not that keen on using hot glue, of course you can use E6000. So I just zigzagged it, and now I'll be placing my mirror right on top. And I'll show you that in a minute. And it will actually overlap a little bit on the edges, but that's okay. I'll be putting my other mirror on this side. So this is what it looks like so far. I have one glued down. So now all I'll do is glue the other 3 sides. One here, and one on the other side. Now if you're using E6000 instead of hot glue, what you do is of course peel off your sticker again from behind, and you're going to add the glue instead of to the box and then or behind the mirror, you're going to add the glue down here to the foam. So I'll just add a little bit on each of my pieces of foam. You don't need that much, but make sure you at least cover each circle with a little layer like this. And then what you do is you simply press it on to your side and meet it up with the other part of your mirror that you already have. And then what you need to do with E6000 is you need to hold it in place until it starts sticking. Now I have some E6000 in my last mirror, and all I'll do is I'll simply press it down here and add it to the final side. Make sure that it's flush to the ground. Sorry, that's my ice maker. And then hold it in place for a few minutes just to make sure that it sticks properly. Then what I'll do after that is I'll set this aside for 24 hours before I add anything else to it because I want to make sure that the E6000 sticks. Now of course if you're using hot glue you don't have to worry about this step. So it's been 24 hours, my epoxy has cured, and so my vase is ready to be decorated. Now what I'll be doing with it is adding a strip in the middle, and I've already cleaned all the glass so that the fingerprints have been removed. And I found this at Hobby Lobby, and it actually has 2 strips. I have one peeled off ready to go, and this is called a silver resin gem strip, and it's just beautiful silver strip. And like I said before, it has adhesive on it, so all you have to do is peel off the backing and then you can stick it on. So I have my strip here ready to go, and this is what it looks like. And all I'll be doing is wrapping it right around the middle. So I'll just find the middle of my vase, put it right on top. And then since it has adhesive, all I have to do is press down. Let me show you that. Like this. And I'm just going to wrap it around the edge. Now, of course, this one won't be long enough, so I'm going to actually have to measure this one and cut some of this off so I can wrap it around the other side. And I'll show you how far this goes in a minute. So it goes about this far around the middle. So then I'll take this, cut it, and continue all the way around to the other side, just to add a little something special to the middle. Now this step is totally optional, but what I decided to do was cover this cardboard here at the top. Since the mirror is a little bit shorter than it, what I did was I took some of these crystal acrylic gems, and I found these at Hobby Lobby, and basically they're self-adhesives and you can cut them to any size you like. So I cut a strip off that's 35 gemstones in length and then 2 in width. And I simply peeled it off and I stuck it right here at the top, and I'll show you what that looks like on this side. So this is what it looks like, and I just did that all the way around the edge. Now I'll be using 2 pieces of floral foam for inside my vase. I'll be using this one, which is a square one, and then this one also. I'll be placing this one on the bottom and then this one on the top because it makes the perfect height for my floral arrangement. But what I'll be doing with the top of this is covering it with white glitter. So I have my Mod Podge out, and all I'll do is cover the whole top of this with Mod Podge. Just dab it like this with my sponge, cover the whole of it, and then I'll be sprinkling it all over with this white glitter. Now I've covered the whole top of my cube with Mod Podge, and I was very generous, and I tried not to put that much in the middle because that will be where I'll actually be adding the flower. And then I just opened my glitter and I'll just sprinkle it all over here, going around the edges. And this is why I have this on the bottom this time, because last time I ended up making quite a mess with the glitter. So shake that all over until it looks like this. Now what I'll do is I'll add these 2 pieces of floral foam and stick them together. So what I'll do is I'll add my hot glue right here to the edge. I don't want to add it in the middle because I won't be able to push my flowers through. So I'm going to squeeze some on the edge here and some on the edge here. Push down my glue. And then I'll stick these 2 together like this. Place one on top of the other. And then I'll add a little bit of hot glue underneath here, not too much in case I want to use this for something else later on and I want to take the flowers out. So I'll just put a little bit of hot glue so it doesn't shift around. And then I'll just place this right inside here. I'll show you in a minute what it looks like. So this is what my foam looks like. It's right in the middle, and now what I'll do is add my floral arrangement. And what I did was I made a hole with this skewer just because it will be easier and it's sharper for me to make a hole with this than it is for me to make it with a floral arrangement because the bottom of it is thick, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So this is my floral arrangement, and I found this at Michael's today, and I just love it. It's a beautiful sparkly winter fern, and it has these little white pieces, white little sparkly bowls on it. And today it was 70% off, so it was originally $16.99, and I found this, I got it for about $5. So I mean, it was such a deal that I couldn't pass it up. And I just love the way it looks against the silver. So since I've already made my hole, what I'll do is I'll just press it right down in the middle. So I'll take it, and that's why I made the hole, because this is not that sharp, so I would have had to press even harder than this to get it down there. And I'll press it all the way down, if I can. Now I've pressed down my floral arrangement, and I have to say that was quite a feat, and that's why I decided to push the rest of it down off camera. Even though I had pre-made the hole, it was so thick that it was a lot harder to push down than I thought it would be. Anyway, I have it in here finally, so all I'll do now is pull apart the branches and just play with it a little until it looks like what I'd like it to look like. Now I finished my arrangement. The only 2 things I did were, one, I added 2 packets of these gloss gems and I put them down the edge. I just slid them down the edge here until they went all around the corner since I had a little space there. And the second thing I did was I added some rhinestone up here, and I just used this self-adhesive rhinestone strip, and then you can cut off as much or as little as you need. And I just added it around here, and I put a little bit of hot glue at the back just so that it would stick completely. So this is what the beads and the rhinestone look like close up. So I've completely finished my arrangement, and this is how it turned out. The only other thing I did was I added tiny little snowflakes to it since it is winter time. And I love how the blue looks against the silver. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to find out how to make the 2 candle holders on either side, click the link or the card in this video. Thanks for watching, and happy holidays.